Hi, me, Fitri and Fahad, we will explain more about Art Deco architecture. Okay, Art Deco architecture was seen throughout Paris in the early 1920s, but made first official appearance in 1925 at the Exposition Internationale des Arts Decoratifs et Industriels Modernes. This design show was held in Paris, and is also the work of several promising young designers. Basically, Paris is the home to many examples of Art Deco architecture, and it's not just at Paris. There's also an example of there's also many examples of Art Deco architecture in NYC. For example, is the Empire State Building, Rockefeller Center, and the Chrysler, as you can see at the right side of the slide.
All right, so now for the NABC part. So for the end, the needs. Why do we need this type of architecture style? So basically, we needed to create a slick and very modern decorative art style that symbolizes and looks very wealthy and like nothing we've seen before. And also to bring old times and historical time into the modern era. Also to create structures that look very fresh, very modern, and unlike previous revival style. And for our approach, how is this type of art style approach or this architecture structure? Basically, as you can see in the materials, there are very common used materials in all of the buildings. For example, like we have aluminum, steel, glass, stucco, terracotta, etc. The detailing of these buildings, we can use stuff like pyramids, zigzag, or different geometric shapes that we like to use. The windows of these type of structures are usually glass blocks or series of opaque glass inserts that are usually very long and inserted in a long horizontal row. The color of these structures are usually black and white or silver and gold to give this building and create more contrast for them. And finally, usually the edges or the corners of these buildings are decorated with tower-like structures to make these simple-looking structures and buildings seem more opulent and luxury.
Okay, for B, benefits. Art Deco represented luxury, glamour, and exuberance and faith in social and technological progress. So, what is the benefit? First of all, increase the society appreciation towards artwork. Second, advanced craftsmanship and construction are developed. And then, artwork on buildings showcase that local cultural identities. So for C, competitions, Art Deco was also highly influenced by the contemporary artists of that period, especially by the outside shapes and form of Cubist, notably Pablo Picasso and George Braque. And it is truly embraced the influence of the Industrial Revolution, and the designs were therefore more symmetrical and streamlined. From 1925 to 1940, Americans embraced Art Deco architecture as a refreshing change from the electric and revivalist sensibilities that preceded it. It was time for something new, something that would shock 20th century from tasteful modernist rooftop. By the 1920s, Art Deco was an exuberant but largely mainstream embraced technological innovation, modern materials, and mechanization and attempted to emphasize them in the overall aesthetic of the style itself. In terms of architecture, Art Deco has had a difficult time competing with modern architecture, as epitomized by the work of Le Corbusier and the German Bauhaus movement. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.